members, I believe that prayer is good. I believe that prayer is good. When I went and campaigned for my brother over here, Christian Manuel, we were in a Baptist church in Beaumont, and I said then that I believed prayer was good. And I said, as a matter of fact, I believe that if everyone in the world sat and prayed for an hour, or 2 hours, 3 hours, 2 or 3 days without stopping, no one would get killed. There would be no wars for those 2 or 3 days if everyone was praying. Their own prayer, their own religion, their own belief. But if everyone prayed, we could stop wars for a day or 2 or a week. That's how powerful prayer is. But what this bill is about more than anything else, I believe, is that it is to allow students that are so moved in our schools to pray, to gather with others that want to pray or learn more about their faith or other faiths. Because I believe, Representative Bojani, that there will be a lot of students in Texas schools, should this bill pass, who are Muslim, who want to learn more about Islam, who will gather and be allowed to, if their school districts vote on this, or when they vote on it, will be allowed to gather and discuss your religion, the religion in which your faith, as they will students that believe as I do, who are Christian, and other faiths and other religions. That's what will happen. This isn't about one religion, and it's not, with respect, Mr. Bojani, this is not about jumping on some partisan bandwagon. Not for me, brother. That's not what it is for me. I know, and I believe that every one of you knows, that kids, young people are having a tougher and tougher and tougher time just trying to figure out life. But I also know that oftentimes faith and religion and being able to talk about it and pray and discuss it with others of their peers has helped young people. I know that, and you all know it too. This is not mandating that they have to pray. It's not going to make somebody pray. They're not going to get an extra 5 points for going to pray. That's not the way it's going to work. And let me also say, when we pass a bill for it to become law, newsflash, it has to pass the Senate and the House, right? And so it matters to me what the Senate does on these kinds of things. And so I looked. Some of the senators who voted for this bill, my very good friend and former desk mate, Juan Chuy Hinojosa, voted for this bill. My very good friend who sat behind me for a dozen years, Jose Menendez from San Antonio, voted for this bill. My good friend who I've known my whole adult life, Royce West from Dallas, Texas, no greater champion for young people and schools, and no greater Democrat. However you want to define a Democrat, Royce is a great one. He voted for this bill. And my senator, the dean of the Senate, the first woman to be dean of the Texas Senate in the history of this state, who I have also known my entire adult life, my state senator, who I'm very proud to call my dear friend, Judith Saffirini, voted for this bill too. They're all Democrats. They are strong Democrats. They are strong Democrats. This is not a partisan issue for me. It is about trying to do something that can, I hope, and I believe, and I pray, will help more young people. But I've got good news for you. If this bill passes, and it just goes off the rails across our schools because, oh my gosh, this just went awry, terrible, I got good news for you. There will be a legislative session in 2 years, and you can change it. If that's the way it goes, that's the beauty of this process. If something doesn't work right or goes wild and just doesn't work, you can change it. But I believe it's worth trying. And so I pray. I put those words up there, in God we trust. I pray that we pass this bill. Thank you.